somehow missed it. Laura Jane Grace sang at Bernie Sanders' rally, and I guess she was the lead singer of what band is it? Like a Dance for Me.
Now,
Yeah.
howdy, howdy, y'all. We are back here again, and we are doing the short opening here before doing the proper opening, because at this point it's kind of a tradition. We're back here on the 9th attempt, and we are trying to go for that beautification and survivability here.
Apparently you just did. I mean, you would follow. I mean, God, we're always told that God is a man by all of these fundamentalists who seem to have a direct line. And we're also told by them that, like, if you're a man, if you're a man, you gotta have balls. So, right? It's theological. If then this. But here is Tim Pool. Really, I guess this is sort of heartbreaking for him, and we'll find out why. It's kind of his old identity versus his new audience. Okay. And, man, the acoustic EP songs, reinventing actors, talk about great music. For those that were, I don't know, angsty teenager anarcho-leftists, you had the classic song, Baby, I'm an Anarchist, for which I can still play on the guitar. And then, of course, you had much better songs, in my opinion, like Pints of Guinness Make You Strong, which is just about an old woman whose husband died from alcoholism, presumably alcohol poisoning, and never came home. And I'm going to show you the lyrics and explain the true backstory. Probably not, but at least from my perspective. So I can say this.
I hope chat's doing well today and everybody's doing okay.
This is Tim Pool, I guess, trying to make the case that he was a real hardcore fan.
Another thing you have to remember about Tim Pool is he's trying to get these segments to a certain time limit so that he can get enough ads to play during them. So
is that what's going on? That's what there is like a sweet spot YouTubers know about where like they get the maximum amount of ad space on it. Like
So, what's with all the dead things in the swamp, huh? Is that just a thing that I didn't catch up on? Well, screw it. Let's go ahead and fight them in, I guess. I can always use more string.
Where a transgender singer is sexually graphic in front of a crowd of people, which I presume largely is adults, but it's a Bernie rally, so there's probably some kids there. Totally inappropriate, and this is exactly the point many of us have in terms of, I guess, calling out the woke left and the problems. Now, of course, I pulled up Pink News. Wait, will you guys explain this to me? How is having a sexually explicit lyrics at a rally, how is this, how does this have to do with the woke left? It's because it's a trans person who's saying that's
But yeah, y'all, it's been a pretty slow, quiet day here. Thunderstorms moving through. That last video took a while to upload. All I did to edit it was trim off like the first 10-15 minutes where it's loading screens for Skyrim. And it's like, that took so goddamn long to work out. And then the screen itself froze up twice. I think I might have to just go in and clear out some space in this or something. I don't know, I'm not a tech guy. I'm slowly learning the ropes, but by no means am I good at this. Well, I feel like I'm starting to get slightly better at Skyrim, at least learning the ropes. Well, not Skyrim, Minecraft. Learning the ropes, all that. I've been pretty good at Skyrim. I'm at least getting better at the survival mode of it. Sorry about that. Outside of that, I've just been basically trying to get, you know, stuff done around the house, helping out. doing my part. We got the bathtub wiped out real good. We got the walls wiped down, toilets, tanker wiped off on the back. We got bathroom and living room, or bathroom, hallway mop. I didn't quite make it to the living room, to be honest, but it ain't so bad. I got it swept. It's just, you know how it is, folks. Sometimes cleaning is hard.
Let's see how they frame these things, and then I'll show you how the
It'll get better as I get better, and hell, it ain't that bad. Payday's on Thursday. I'll still be broke on Thursday, but a little bit closer to getting out of this shitty debt I find myself in, right? Plus, hopefully, a bicycle helmet, but we'll see. Been trying to get a bike helmet for quite some time for the bicycle I got. It's just, you know, it's not like the two come together, and to get one, it's about $48 if I want to go to the store here, and slightly less if I want to check out, can I trim a, I cannot. But it's a little cheaper if I want to go to Amazon. But even then, I still have to have the money for the cheaper stuff, so it's like, bleh.
Trans-punk star Laura Jane Grace sings at Bernie Sanders rally, infuriating right-wingers. I don't know, how about the other headline from the Daily Mail? Trans-punk rocker slammed for ungodly lyrics during on-stage performance at Bernie Sanders rally. Quote, pure evil. I don't know if they're going to show the lyrics in here. I can't tell them to you on YouTube. I'm not kidding. YouTube would probably, at the bare minimum, demonetize the video. But they may actually take it down. Or no, I'm sorry. I don't think the lyrics will get taken down. They'll get it age restricted. And you want this to go to kids? No. I wouldn't make money off of this. Laura Jane Grace made a surprise appearance at Bernie Sanders rally, recently infuriating the usual anti-trans right-wing critics who were quick to take social media to announce their performance. Oh, I'm so excited! So, let me just not bury the lead. I believe Laura Jane Grace largely weaponized being trans for money. And this coming from somebody who was deeply influenced and was a fan of Tom, fan against me before the transition. I viewed at the time, Tom is Laura Jane Grace's birthday. When the lead singer said they were going to be transitioning, I said, you know, it doesn't, they got some songs, you know what I mean? And I said, okay, like, whatever. You know, shut up. And Laura Jane Grace actually has little friends. I know people who know Laura Jane Grace. You know, my person don't talk to money like that. And I was just like, hey man, do you? I ain't got no beef. You know, I know other people who are trans. I ain't got no beef. You know, I'm gonna mind my own business. Largely, I'm not okay with having to do the kids and all this stuff. However, for those that are actually real fans and have been to shows, I would say that the honest take here, oh boy, I'm gonna break it down for you. Oh man. Tom, lead singer of Against Me, was in the gutter. The band was not doing really well. They had massive amounts of debt. They failed. They had this bump of punk rock success. Very small, but oh my God, horrible. So is his argument that, like, the band's doing bad? Well, guys, what are we going to do? I don't know. Why don't I transition to become a woman? It seems like that I might be able to monetize. It certainly seems like things are going in that direction. Oh, incidentally, I might get arrested and put into a gulag, but at least the band's be doing good. Look at a broken brain. You can transition to make money. Also, it's punk. So Russ was saying before the show, like, making money is not really like how you
I don't know how loud I was coming in, I just realized how high up my mic was. Oh, neat. Did they just, they killed a zombie. Okay. I thought the llamas had just eaten a zombie, and I was about to suddenly put out more hay bales to get more llamas.
I saw them at a tiny venue called ABC No Rio down in Lower Manhattan, which is just like 100 people.
But nah, it's just because I have so much dirt and not a lot to do with it at the moment. So why not leave my mark?
The idea that these guys were, they did have a moment where they did get attention, and they were on a big
Also,
hot minute, and they were touring with Green Day for a bit.
It allows me to have a secure setup.
That were expecting to get there. Like this was an out of the ordinary thing, and clearly.
Now I wish I could be playing with Leia and
Felt like she couldn't.
my nephews and all that. Make me sad that I'm not.
Personal life, but it just seemed like it was for her time for her to come out. She felt like she was in the place.
But eventually we'll be able to all play together, right?
Do you think that there is?
It'll just be a little bit of time.
That much better now?
And who knows, maybe by the time they get here, we'll have this thing looking big and nice.
Still exists, but she does her own thing as well. And can you play song? No, she's gonna be like, how's that possible? I thought that when you transition, you just get all this money that comes in.
To go trans make fans, that's what they say.
I mean, is there the idea that somebody has...
Oh shit, I just realized that the sun's setting, the phantoms will be out, and those fuckers hit hard. Let's hit him.
There has to be an easier way to make cash.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that Tim Pool can't conceive of not being a sellout. Like, this is just his way of grappling with, like, someone who he used to be a fan of, having politics that he no longer personally or professionally espouses or believes in. And so he has to frame it in a very right-wing way, which must be for money. It can't be because this has always been the case, and I just never really got it, or I changed in a way that I wouldn't recognize if I were looking at myself in the past. It has to be that they're a sellout. You can take what you want about Tim Pool, I suppose, and that being a projection, but I don't know how you interpret it besides also just being transphobic.
Also, I should add that the idea that like this was something that she just decided back in 2012 when the band wasn't doing so good, and that this wasn't something that was clearly like bubbling underneath for a while. I could point to the 2007 song that Against Me released, "The Ocean," where Laura, who then did not transition yet, was known as Ham. Laura literally sings the line, "If I could have chosen, I would have been born a woman." I mean, I think there was clear hints there that this is something that she was struggling with. Or is it, if I could have chosen, I would have been born a woman because of all the money I would have brought in. Right.
Look at Mitt Romney.
But I think Brandon's right. That this is the only thing that Tim Pool understands. That he is so motivated by money that anything that someone does that would appear to be a personal decision or a political decision is only informed by the capacity to monetize these things.
And with that, I might have to break away for a second to go check on my kids, because it sounds like the cats be fighting again. I'll be right back. Marco!
And they can't understand the kind of personal courage it would take to be,
Ronan!
speaking, but to be famous and come out and being trans, it has an impact on your career as well. And
Don't make me get the fuck up and come in there.
themselves, they can't frame this kind of
Alright then.
being trans, having that courage. They have to just
Fuck on out of the way. Go! Picking fights for no fucking reason, just being a little asshole. Y'all okay? Yeah. I'm sorry your brother's such an asshat. Y'all good? Yeah, nobody appears to be hurt. Y'all really gotta get along better. Alright, Papa's going back to the thing. Yeah, you kids, y'all be cut. Y'all go play nice. Alrighty, y'all, I'm back. Sorry for that, and I hope not. Most of that wasn't heard. But, yeah, the cats fight sometimes. It's unpleasant. I'm not a fan. That would be a neat thing. I don't nearly have the audience, and I lost one of y'all recently. That makes me a little sad. What did I do to chase you off, friend? Either way, is just one of those. I wonder if anyone would be willing to do that and try. You'd get famous for a little bit in certain circles. Get a little thing to get into Tim Pool's circle to do an interview, and then mid-interview just rip that beanie right off. I'm genuinely curious to what the fuck's going on inside Tim Pool's beanie hat. Because, I mean, he doesn't take it off, like, ever. Do you think he ever takes it off? Surely he takes it off, like, at home, when he's in the privacy of his domicile. Or do you think he's just beanieing it all the time? Do I not have cobblestone slab available? Does not appear. Okay. Oh, there they are. Should be more than enough to do this little art project bit. I have to sneeze, and I don't want to sneeze in your ears. No, that happened. Not great, but not terrible either. Oh. Oh wow, I can actually climb in this now. Big enough to climb through. Kill out children. Benny. Benny. Shifu. Shifu. Yes, you. Shifu. Quit it. Boo boo. Oh, that looks kind of pretty, don't it? Let's see what that actually goes to.
there are so
Excellent.
few of us in science, almost all of the NIH and NSF cuts
All
and
right.
impacts against all DEIA initiatives affect us multifold. All my trans friends in biomedical research currently have had their funding terminated, likely destroying their careers. They spent decades working on it because of these deluded notions of the richest billionaires. It's infuriating and makes it all the harder to fix the scientific and medical harms done to the trans community, past and present. Still, thank you for your coverage, Russ.
Another sort of historical instance of this sort of reactionary hysteria is the anti-trans
Hmm.
Yep. Nicola Matt, I was obsessed with Radiohead. Remember when I bought Rainbows online, pay what you want, and I stopped listening to them the last couple of years. I still love those albums, but I just can't.
I know. I thought In Rainbows was all for University Moorhead online, and I like the album sounds. It's not my original like it's probably not to be honest. And to be honest, like I could kind of listen to them a little bit up until October 7th, although the sort of quote of Tom York citing J.K. Rowling, I can't listen to Jigsaw falling on the way the same way. After hearing that, just their stupid and morally embarrassing stance that they have, and that was actually part of the core brand proposition when I was in high school listening to them was Hail to the Peak, this is anti-Bush, anti-Iraq war, 1986. That gave it pretty quickly, and now I don't present that sort of moral wisdom at all. They're embarrassing.
Yeah. All right. We'll do this clip and then we'll open up the phones here. So PBD weighed in on Trump's Alcatraz dream, shining prison on a hill. Beautiful island. I just can't get over how he has revamped his childlike vision of the southern border, which included a moat. People remember Trump 1.0 talked about a moat with alligators in it to keep immigrants out. And now he wants sharks to bite off the legs of anybody who tries to escape Alcatraz. Like, mysticism and like nostalgia are always a part of fascist ideology, but it's like the laziness with which Trump approaches his just like old-timey golden dome vision of America. There's nothing that looks forward to the future, right? It's all reclaiming the past, but it's even more, I think, like duct taped together this time.
Mythology is how ideas are translated into power. That's basically the accepted way of that. And actually, Richard Block in a public ethics program has written about that. This leaned on this really heavily. Trump, the Gulf of Mexico, including the Gulf of Mexico.
How's that chat, Mike?
It's really all you're going to get.
Is that any better when I cough like that?
Defining how you
Thought I heard a hiss.
generation.
As opposed to something else. Because the coughing's pretty regular, but I'm trying to make it where it's not like deafening and upsetting.
That's not helpful there. Fascist organizations usually justify things like maybe locking up a bunch of people in prison who haven't done anything wrong except trying to come to this country for a better life, or just not providing them with their rights via due process. So the entrepreneurs over there at the top of the pyramid of society, PBD has weighed in on Trump's extremely stupid idea that everyone's laughing at
I think we should keep a few of the trees around, but I am going to get rid of a lot of the stuff that's just like in the way.
Bad idea to have the Leavenworths and the Alcatrazes. This is so funny because
He's so nervous.
he asked him a direct question of, "Are you going to get Daddy?"
Yeah. Hey.
And he said, "No, Daddy's right in concept."
Yeah.
But in the specifics, of course, it's impractical.
Right. Mr. President, and this is a version of what we do at the cabinet meetings. Where you are so brilliant. There's never been a president like you, and it's buttering him up so they can feel like he has made an impact, even if his exact idea isn't implemented. It's like those stories about how Gary Cohn, back in the first administration, would tell him his things, would flatter him and then not do it, and Trump would forget about it. Like they're doing a version of this, but with the podcast.
Yeah, I just love that. I don't think he's like, wait, we don't do that a lot on this show. You're saying this is very
Step carefully, buddy.
Sometimes he does that on a Monday because he's got something he's going to do on Tuesday, and he wants everybody to be running over. Look over here.
My babies be sleeping so hard they snoring over there. I hear them.
Can you actually go back for a second?
Sweet smells of eggs.
Challenge him and almost throw him under the bus. I would think it comes up here. Okay, keep going.
Talking to somebody, so you don't always know who Trump's talking to, but he's talking to somebody here, and people are losing their mind, and I think he does that, and I think sometimes he does that on a Monday because he's got something he's going to do on Tuesday, or Wednesday, by the way, and he wants everybody to be running over, look over here, and so I think that's what's going on. I mean, Alcatraz, it would be god-awful expensive to retrofit it and build it again and to do everything in order. No. It's a museum now, and you don't need to preserve the museum. What else?
Well, you don't need to preserve the museum because AW history is important, and it's very important not to understand history if you want to engender support for Donald Trump.
But if I may just maybe refine the pitch here, what if the museum stays the same, that's it, and then you don't need to fill it, you don't need to put like thousands of people there, you just get like 10 prisoners and you fortify just the bars themselves, because I've been to that museum.
Yeah.
It's really cool, you could just put people in the museum. That's like what Bukele would do. He would
Right, like a tourism to see people in shackles. You could sell it. That's a good point.
Actually, yeah, the FBI knows why they should go there, and they can like sell tickets, look at them, go clean them, stuff like that.
Well, or, I mean, FBI most wanted, that's like the second tier of criminals. What we need to be worrying about are steel workers in Maryland or the gay hairdresser in California for being immigrants. Those are the people that apparently need to be locked up there. And it's like a zoo for immigrants. That's what they can turn it into.
We also had Metal Gear Survive, but I was going to wait until I finished Red Dead or all of the Saints Row for that. 'Cause that's going to be a big file, and I'm probably going to have to clear out some of the actual save files for that.
I want to answer a different question. We should have a thing like Alcatraz, but that's really cheap to run. That's practical.
Right.
I may get it, but it would be way. It's a bad idea. Do I think it's a bad idea to have a person like Alcatraz? Do I think it's a bad idea to have the Leavenworths and the Alcatrazes? No, I don't. But I think there needs to be fair to criminals. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Maybe you thought of this. Well, troll, because any ounce of seriousness in this, I'm at I think there's a slight seriousness, but the same token, what any, there's a slight seriousness. It's off the left, that would go on, I think you want to just say that's hilarious. But the same token, it's like, hey, the left is furious. They're still talking about it. CNN was talking about it last night. Abby Phillips, Scott Jennings,
On the left, sure.
Batia Sargon, she was on there, well, they're still talking about it, and the left is furious with Duplass and Pachau. You know what? Open it up. This is giving them a solution.
Oh yeah, well, like Red and Sam was conversing with them, but
The hell? Oh, there you are.
So I'll be happy to be just at the Maryland.
Donald Trump just like walk on stage and keep shit, and if people continue talking about it, it's just the left being triggered. Maybe people are talking about it because it's the dumbest thing people have ever heard in their lives.
Well, that's the thing with the guy like Vinny, is like the folks, I mean, there's apparently a large amount of men who watch TV and seem to think they're getting something nutritious when Vinny opens his mouth. But I'm sorry, that is just garbage. There's nothing, like, there's a word, I want to, all I need in this world, as somebody who gets paid by a insurance scammer, legal insurance scammer, not to think, all I need in this world is to cash my checks and go home. You might have, like, healthcare issues or cost of living things, but they don't. They
Mm.
get paid. I mean, it's fucking stupid. You go into a stupid, and talk complete shit about your doctor that you apply to the process.
Probably not.
No, nobody will. Everybody's still here, and you still live here. There's nothing you can do that at.
It's also a little bit of a different layer, I think, of if you want to be real lefty triggered about it, as opposed to people like Abby Phillip likely making fun of Donald Trump for this being so stupid. You can talk about how Alcatraz should probably be returned to the Native Americans. There was a fight over Alcatraz back in the 60s, and yep, and there was an occupation by indigenous activists, and it was, I'm reading right here now from the National Park Service's website, and maybe I should be alerting Donald Trump to the fact that this is still on that site, but in November 1969, on this day, Indian people once again came to Alcatraz Island. Richard Oakes, I can't pronounce the name, but Mohawk, a group of Indian supporters set out in a charter boat for Monte Cristo to symbolically claim the island for the Indian people. On November 20th, 1969, the symbolic occupation turned into a full-scale occupation, which lasted until June 11th, 1971. This was a way to attempt to reclaim what was once indigenous land. So if we're going to repurpose Alcatraz to anything but a museum, it should probably go to Native Americans.
Yeah, if we're doing any sort of symbolic action about it, it should be to return it to the Native Americans.
Yep.
Not like cage Hannibal Lecter there, or whatever Trump said.
Alright, opening up the phones. 646-257-3920. 5023, the mental gymnastics the right will go through is astonishing. They are fine with anything Trump says as long as it owns the list. Jerry at the beach, I love the PBD podcast. It's my favorite podcast. It's where I get all my news from. Koozie and the Blowfish says, Vinny Redface is the last person to talk about But what's funny is like, if you're a guy like him, you're probably a pretty big misogynist, and misogynists don't see anger coming from men as emotion. They think like emotionality is like, right, that could be that's standing up, but it's
Not a guy crashing out.
right, like but if I were a woman or just scream and not get away, it should be, why are you John from Montreal. Do you mind just speaking up a little bit, or you're a little low? A little bit better, yeah. What's on your mind, John? Sorry about the Canadians, but that seems very young and exciting, and the right guy for the job. Agreed. I'm rooting for the Canadian teams from here on out in the NHL playoffs. You see this, I think, right now with India attempting to escalate right now with Pakistan is they're taking advantage of the hollowness of the liberal international order that was created in post-World War II world in really the United States' favor. So international law is a mechanism to enforce and penalize our enemies, but when it runs afoul of what the West wants to do with its foreign policy, you can exploit it easily, and Trump's not going to pull Modi back. Are you kidding me? So I think that your point is correct in that we don't have enough. There's no ability to enforce this.
That's the thing, Israel and Palestine being an issue that sort of has been the place where the rock started in this post-war order the entire time. Because I still see, we mentioned this op-ed side of the Financial Times title, "The West Shaped the Silence on Gaza," and Financial Times is a paper that I read. I think it's much better on this issue than it is objectively better on this issue than the Washington Post or the New York Times. But even then, like in the past few months, you'll see things of like talking about critical of Russia taking territory from war, which is a crime. But then second to that is that exactly what Israel has been doing this entire time. Is that Russia is the one to break it. And I've been saying for the time that the reason we've been unable to get the world to line up behind Ukraine lockstep with America on that is because they see the hollowness of our principles on that. They're not actually sincere. They're to our benefit. And this is no job to do in a foreign policy that even foreign policy magazine has this paper is correct.
And I think that'll about do it for the time being, just for now. All in all, we made it to day 13. I'd say we've done pretty good for ourselves. It looks nice out there, don't it?